Hi, this is Summer with Summer's Tips and Stitches, and this is Vlogmas 19. I thought I would start upstairs in my new chair by my Christmas tree. For this part of the video, I'm going to open a little, some Christmas cards I got from my P.O. box yesterday when I went to go do some shipping. I also thought I would do a complete, finished show and tell of all the hats I made. Usually this video is titled Holy Cats, That's a Lot of Hats. This would be year 3 of me doing that, but I'm doing the Vlogmas right now, so it'll be Vlogmas 19, Holy Cats, That's a Lot of Hats. 3rd installment. And then of course I'll make another vlog somewhere, open the Crochet Society box and that jazz. But I thought I would start upstairs. I did do a little cleaning so that the house in this area looks nice, whereas over there we still have some stuff stacked. But it looks nice here. I say that because I want, I don't, internet, YouTube, pictures, Facebook, Instagram can all look very beautiful, but on the other side of the camera often is a disaster. And that is true for us. Okay, so the Christmas cards. If there is a note in there, I won't read it, but I'll say who the card is from. If it's a YouTube channel, I'll say that, but if it's just a person's name, I'll just say, oh, this is from Tracy, which I believe. This is from I Love Loopies. There's that picture, and it says, I love wishing, as you know from the other cards, I am a horrible reader. Okay. Wishing you the warmest holiday season, yarn, hugs, and love, Tracy, I Love Loopy, and Crochet Treasures. She does have a YouTube channel. I'll put a link in the description to that. Thank you, Tracy. I get to hold them because I'm going to do a little rearranging. I'm going to bring my crochet cart closer. You still can't see it because my chair now is so tall. But I can stack that stuff over there. And it'll be like, just so you know, my crochet cart is also pink, so that makes that even more fun. Thank you, Tracy. Next card. Ooh, it has a glittery, to be fair, Tracy's did have a glittery snowman on it, and when I opened it, I ripped off his head. I'm sorry. This one, as I'm opening the tree, I ripped off the top of the tree. I'm sorry. Oh, I've seen this card before. I love it. It says, Worthy one Emmanuel, God with us, Jesus, Prince of Peace, Light of the world, the Shepherd, the one risen. And I like it because if you tilt it like that, doesn't it look like snow in the trees? You guys, those of you that live in the South, the trees really do look like that after it's snowed. I mean, for as horrible as snow is, when it's freshly laying on the trees, it is glittery. And it says, may God fill your hearts with love and our lives with praise as we celebrate this season. Love and hugs, Annette. Pastel Dreams. So look at that. And she made me one of these. I want to say either somebody else did or she did. I'm going to hang this right now on the tree now. But I have one from last year too that someone made me. It could have been her. This also, if you see, is glittery. And it's starched. I've always wanted to make one of these. Maybe I will next year. I'll hang it for here for now, but then I'm going to move it into the tree in my bedroom. Next one is from Deborah, or Debbie. Oop, I just ripped the snot out of that envelope. Sorry, Debbie. Let heaven and nature sing. And there is a buck and some trees. May the peace of the season fall gently on you. God's blessing, a yarny friend, Debbie. Aww. And she's just thanking me for making my channel. As many of you know, obviously, with COVID and everyone being shut up in their houses, I know those of us that, especially myself, that were connected through YouTube or internet friends, we could still make videos and watch each other and chat with each other. So, Debbie, as much as you may feel I helped you, being able to be able to make these videos for people also helped me. It was nice. It was a give. Next card. This one has a little trumpet and more glittery snow. This one looks like this. Ooh. And it says, deck the halls, the towers, and all the secret passageways too. Wishing you a bright and happy Christmas. Amy Long. Amy Long to crochet. Maybe this is Hogwarts. Oh, it is. Look at the back. Harry Potter. I was like, It is Hogwarts, you guys. That is a nice card. Thank you. So those are my Christmas cards. Those are, oh, here's another, oh no, this is from someone in real life, a neighbor. I was gonna say, I get Christmas cards from the YouTube channel and then some from our neighbors and friends and family, and I almost opened Anne's without her permission. Okay, so now the next part, I actually really would like to have had, if this were an ideal world, each of my kids come in and out wearing the hat, like a hat fashion show. Maddie, Jaren, and Flynn. But the way YouTube is these days, they let Maddie in the videos, maybe that's because she's older, but the second Flynn pops his cute little nugget face in there, they shut off all the comments. And I really enjoy reading your comments. Believe it or not, I try to read them. And for sure, if you got the heart, I comment on some, I heart them. I try to read every single one of them. Every moment I have a little bit of a pause, I just quick flip it on and start reading comments. But I cannot have a kid fashion show. So I'm just gonna hold up the hat. Yesterday, I finished sewing all the pom-poms on. Tomorrow is one of 2 days left of school. So we're gonna try to do some kind of academics. It's mostly gonna be fun, Christmassy type things. Decorating this gingerbread picture that I found. And then they're gonna do some descriptive writing. I know, I always feel bad. Like for us teachers, we're like, ooh, that's a fun project. And the kids love decorating the gingerbread person or whatever picture. And then when they have to do the descriptive writing, they're like, ugh. And that's just, that's the way life is. So that's what we're gonna do, a little bit of that, play some math games, you know, fun things like that. It's not gonna be like hardcore academics. Maybe watch a little Veggie Tales. So Tuesday is when I'll give them their hats. I always want to wrap them in individual bags, but I really feel like the thing about the hats is I want them to be able to get a hat they like and not be like, oh, I got this one, and if it doesn't match their coat or it's not their favorite color. So I always make more hats than kids in my room so that they have the choice. So every child still gets to choose a hat. They're not stuck with the last one. And then the extra hats usually go in my bin of extra winter wear, because even though they've all now just have a hat, kids will forget them. Plus, I don't make them for the other second grade class, just mine. First year I did this, I had 14 kids, and now I have 23, so I made a grand total, I believe, of 25 hats. So without any further ado, here are the completed hats with pom-poms. This was made with some red heart. There you go, that's hat number 1. This was made with dazzling from Hobby Lobby. I have a couple hats that have been made with this yarn, but it's in the different color patterns of it. So there's that, that's hat number 2. Here is one that's made with mandala, ombre. I don't know the color names anymore, I just know the yarn. This is made with some cookie yarn. Here is another hat. This is made with some from Michaels. I forgot what it's called. I knitted a hat with this yarn, and then in a while you'll see I crocheted one. Oh, here it is right away. Isn't that nice? My husband and I both are always really impressed with the difference between knitting and crocheting. This obviously is similar in the fact that the hat was, if I held it like that, the stripes. But isn't the striping different when you knit versus crochet? Obviously now it looks up and down because that's how you make this style of hat. I have a couple of those in there of knitted versus crochet. Here is another mandala ombre, and there's going to be another one on here. This one has light gray on the top, and the next one I think has dark. Here's some mandala, or no, this is Lion Brand Crayon. This also is very cool how it knitted. with that nice band. Looks like I planned it that way. Thank you, yarn. Here's another hat that this is also with that same kind of yarn that I had over there, the brown shades, but this is from Michael's. I want to say it's like Loops and Threads or something. I don't remember what it's called. But anyway, crocheted versus knitted. Okay. And here is a white, I love this yarn, white sparkle, which you can sort of see, and a hot pink pom-pom. This yarn I got a really long time ago, you guys. This is a Stylecraft yarn, 100% acrylic, and I bought it from a yarn shop in, I forgot the town, I'll remember it, Kiel, I believe. I don't know if that yarn shop is still open. It's called like the Lost Sheep, I believe. But I had bought this because a long time ago I wanted to do like this pineapple shawl, and it called specifically for this type of yarn that they actually carried, but they didn't have it in a solid color. They only had it in this variegated. And for a while I've been crocheting with it, and it just did not look good. And every time I made something with that yarn, I would frog it up, reball it, and I never found anything that I loved crocheted in it. And then I decided to pull it out for this hat, and man, do I love this yarn knitted versus crocheted. It's amazing. Do you see how it has like those natural striping? I think that sadly, there's just some yarn that's either designed or looks better knitted than crocheted, and that's one of them. And look at that fun pom-pom. I've honestly had that yarn since I first started learning, whatever, 5 years ago. This is a Karen Big Cake. This hat pattern is one from Bella Coco's in one of the subscription boxes. I made a bunch of it last year, and it has like these little baubles and then this brim. Here is the remnants of some pink yarn. This yarn I got in my subscription box, Crochet Society. I made a pail, a sand pail with it. And this is the leftover, and it looks super cute. I will say it's itchy. So I'm afraid the child that gets this hat, whereas it's super cute, is going to complain about how itchy it is. Because these little stellina bits, as you can see, are popping out the side. I knitted that. This is called, I want to say Starry Night or Northern Lights, and it's I love this yarn. I bought this yarn specifically to knit with. I love it, and here is the pom-pom with it. Coming down. Here is, this is a thick hat. The kid that gets this hat is gonna have one sweaty little head. This is a Lion brand, hometown, home country. I got this in a yarn swap with someone. I got 2 skeins of them. It's a dark purple with brown flecks, and I think it goes good with that. And this would never fit an adult. They look huge in this camera, but when I go to put it on my head, none of them fit me. So don't be worried. This also is a Red Heart variegated. Now I'm gonna tell you, this yarn looks better crocheted than knitted. Because in crocheted, every little stitch is almost a different color. But when you knit it, it just gets this weird like coloration. Isn't that strange? And then the top of it, I'll take the pom-pom off because all of these pom-poms are snappable so that their moms and dads don't ruin them in the wash. And then the top of it is striped. Isn't that strange how this one worked up? The thing about kids is you never know who will like what, and so I'm putting it in there. This may just be the extra hat that ends up in the bin. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if someone loves that one. Here is another one of those mandala ombres, but remember the dark is on the top and the light is on the bottom, reverse. This one I made with some Crochet Society yarn. This hat, she had, Bella Coco had planned for you to either make a little rug that you could put on your crafty floor, or some sort of banner that said good vibes, or this like little bear hook holder cup thing. I made a hat, and I made the pom-pom with it. I'm a little nervous because kids are tough on pom-poms, as you know, and I'm afraid they're gonna pull this apart and just pop the pom-pom right off. If they do, I'm bringing this to school and putting it in a cup, because if they do, I'll just put that pom-pom on it. I'm gonna put this in a snap and a needle and thread in my desk. And so if a specific kid gets this and then they've popped the pom-pom off, I can quick sew one on while they're at recess. So this is the backup for it. I'm gonna tuck it in here. I'm almost done, you guys. Here is another, this is the same yarn actually that was made out that hat that I think looks like a cupcake. It was a Crochet Society. This is an ombre and variegated pinks. All the leftover pinks that I had from when I was making a baby blanket, I cut them out and then I just put them in this like little swatch hat. This is one of these, nice thing about this hat pattern is it can grow with the kid's head, you know. Okay. Next is, I don't remember what this is puzzle yarn. I was just gonna say I don't remember, but it is. Somebody sent me some yarn and said I could make hats with it for kids, and this is puzzle yarn. This yarn also I love crocheted. Look at how amazing this is. This is Premier yarn. Maybe this one's called Northern Lights and the other was called Starry Nights. Anti-pilling, and look at how cute this hat is. It looks like I did some like color work, but no, this is all one skeiny yarn. It knitted up so cute, and the pom-pom matches this stripe right here. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with myself this year. The hats are crazy. This is another dazzling hat, but this is all the dark colors from that skein. So there's the light one and the dark one, and I actually really like this. And that's it, you guys. Those are all the hats that I made for my second graders this year. But usually what I do is I lay all the hats out on the group table where we have math and reading groups, and then I pull a stick. I have these picking sticks, and usually I use those to call on people, you know, to answer questions or choose who's gonna do an errand or whatnot. And I pick 2 sticks out, and those 2 kids get to come up and choose their hat. That way it's fair and I don't choose my favorites. Right, just kidding. But you know how everyone feels like that. You just don't want to be the one that's like, okay, you get to choose the first hat. So I choose 2 kids at a time, and they come up and they choose the hat they want. And then like I said, there's always extra, so every kid gets a choice. So yeah, this was 17 minutes. I could probably close this Vlogmas right now, except for I still have to open the Crochet Society Advent drawer. So that's all for this part. I'll see you in a minute or two somewhere else, right? Okay, well, I'm on quick again, you guys. I forgot to show you this hat. This hat, I love it too. I forgot what it's made out of. I did not. This is gumdrop. It just takes me a while to remember. I had used this gumdrop yarn a couple years ago, but it was more pinks and purples. And this I got when Touchdown sent me a bunch of yarn, and before it crocheted with it, and boy, do I love how this hat knit with the gumdrop yarn. Okay, now that's for sure the last hat. Okay, you guys, I decided to open my advent calendar like this because that's just what I decided. This is what it's looking now with all the drawers flipped around. Here's number 19, that's for today. We have this tan, light brown colored yarn, and then the goodie inside is a patch. I've actually thought and considered buying myself, oh my goodness, you guys, you see what this says? Crochet Queen. And I just bought myself a cute pink crochet throne. Anyway, I've thought about buying myself a denim apron to start putting my patches on, because I've been getting quite a lot of patches from Crochet Society. All right, so that is what 19 looks like. There is the box, and on this side, it's a stack of like fabric. I'm gonna upload the video now for Vlogmas Day 19. All right, thanks for watching and subscribing. Thanks for liking and sharing my videos. And until the next video, happy crafting and happy holidays. Bye.